Welcome back to JSA TV Live, the newsroom for tech, telecom, and data center professionals. I'm Buffy Harakitis, and we're back in fabulous Las Vegas for Channel Partners 2023, right here at the entrance to the expo floor. And joining me today is Roy Hilliard. He is the SVP, Sales and General Manager of Extenet. Roy, welcome.
Great to be here.
To
It's
JSA TV.
great to be a part of the outside of this great venue here, which is it's bubbling obviously with all the folks here. And it's these are great milestones. We've tracked through kind of our rebranding and our move to Frisco, Texas. So
Right.
It's great to be talking to you about everything that's exciting about 2023. So great to be here, Buffy.
It's so great to have you here in Las Vegas at the Venetian for the biggest channel partners to date. So how's the show going for you so
It's great.
far?
I could see it certainly be the biggest one. I mean, we've talking to all sorts of different ideas and partners around what we can do to help them build their business and obviously help our own. And so it is exciting. It's great to see what's going on here. And there's a lot of happening, a lot of creativity. And so we're excited to be here. So it's been great.
And we're excited to have you here. And there's been so much news coming out of Extenet over this past year. Like you said, the rebrand and representing big names like the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah. It's really hard for me to say. I was going to say,
you're going to say it.
But I'll say it. The Dallas Cowboys. I am an Eagles fan, but they did do some damage in the draft the other night, right?
They did. Well played. And my wife was happy as well. So it's good.
Yeah,
so
fly Eagles fly. And the MGM here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So we talk about connections for life at Extenet, and for us, it's really where we live, work, and play. And so that when you look at all those venues and things like that, it plays into that. And so for us, from a telecom infrastructure team that I lead, for us, and it's what the conversations we're having around here, and in terms of the live part of that, it's we're so digitally dependent, right? So it's the applications and services that we're dependent upon. We help enable that, and so we're here talking to partners to help as their end users are looking for data center connectivity and robust connectivity. So that's great. And on the work side, it's the same thing. The public, private, on-prem connectivity that they need, then we're able to work through that. And so it's been fantastic to be able to be a part of that. And that's ever changing and what's going on. And then, as you mentioned, the third pillar that play. And there's some neat venues, some of which are easier to say than others, but there's also venues that aren't venues, such as the F1 race that's coming here in November. So that's another big play for us. So it is, when you look at those three pillars, and what we're doing in the telecom group is really looking to pull that together, not only from across Extenet, but the players that are here, that their end users are looking for unique opportunities. And so that's what we're doing. So it's great to be a part of that. And it's ever changing, and bandwidth's only going up in needs, and we're perfectly positioned to help not only the end users, but certainly the partners here.
Yeah, I mean, the F1 you mentioned, the roads here are being completely gutted and repaired and everything else for this big event that's coming in November.
Yep.
So what is Extenet
doing the next 10 years? So we're part of it's all dubbed part of a lot of things we're doing with the MGM properties and other activities in here. So we're positioned to help folks out, and we're putting some unique fiber solutions in the ground and around here, and it's been great for the city. And F1 signed up for 10 years, which is fantastic. So it's going to be a mainstay, and we're perfectly positioned to help. Not only the content providers and the applications and the players around the world come experience what this is going to be a unique scenario for the U.S. Certainly the road race in here, and so it's exciting.
Everyone's talking about it here in Las Vegas, and you can see it everywhere. So next year for channel partners, I'm sure there's going to be even more exciting things to talk about. But let's go to the East Coast now.
East Coast, right.
To Manhattan, one of my other favorite cities.
There you go.
Just north of there. What is Extenet doing there? Making some noise there too?
Indeed. So there's a lot of activity going on in Orangeburg, New York. It's becoming really a data center hub onto its own. It's far enough away from Manhattan and New York, North New Jersey area to be diverse, but yet it's proximity enough to for applications and be an edge plays for the large financials and healthcare and corporations. So seeing that, we are building a unique and diverse route up into that area. It's an ability not only to serve that data center to our large breadth of data center activity in North Jersey and New York. So that connectivity high bandwidth, reliable services that we're able to put together, but then also help other providers and players up along the route. So it's exciting build. It's underway right now. So we're getting there and soon to launch here coming into early 2024. So, and that's one of the biggest things we're talking about here, obviously, as partners are looking for other opportunities, because that's the thing is, everyone comes to them with unique solutions of what about, or how do I get to their area? That's one of the things that Extenet in general can help these channel partners and others work on. But Orangeburg's a prime example of putting that to practice and what we're doing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, channel partners are definitely looking for the most unique solutions and the best types of partners to work with that can help enable their downline of partners, right?
Absolutely. So and that's what we're seeing. And I think when you look at us being one of the largest builders and operators of networks and that dense metro connections that we have, it really, have the folks come to us and, hey, your client is reaching for something different. We're perfectly positioned to create those bespoke opportunities and maybe challenges that others won't work on. We're uniquely positioned to do that because we are so good at building, around things. Case in point, what you're seeing going on here in Las Vegas right now. So
that's so exciting that you guys are a part of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So why should the channel? I mean, you did talk a little bit about it, right? The bespoke solutions, the unique opportunities that Extenet has, but is there any other reasons why channel partners should engage?
Absolutely. So I think the biggest issue that we're large enough to have that huge dense network and have that depth and breadth. We're also small enough to be nimble and be flexible in how we work with you. And so I think as this whole digital infrastructure continues and all the AI growth and all the every challenges coming through, we're not quite sure what the next thing is, and clients are challenged with, how do I go to an edge scenario or a public cloud or a private cloud? And so that bandwidth has to go up and down and has to be reliable. We're uniquely positioned to help them, especially in these large metro networks or network cities. And so that's probably the biggest thing, and that's what we're talking about today. And then also, with new things going on in Dallas as well as Vegas and New York, New Jersey, and other cities to come that I'm sure we'll talk about later on in the next phase of these milestones. We're there. And so as your client is challenging them, help us, we'll help you help them. So that's really what we're doing. That's the message that we're delivering this week.
Well, that's a strong message for sure. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think, like I said, we're trying to do all we can to be a part of these folks' infrastructure. And I think that as they're expanding their portfolio and doing different things, we're here for them. And certainly reach out to extenet.com. Certainly through the app here, reach out to me. We got a hospitality suite that's been buzzing with folks coming in and out. So it's great to meet the agents and the partners and the suppliers. And so we look forward to it. And we're excited for a great 2023.
We're excited to be a part of it with you. And thanks again for joining us, Roy. It's been an absolute pleasure having this conversation with you live here in Las Vegas from Channel Partners 2023. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to another episode. And Roy, thanks again.
Thank you.
And happy networking.
Indeed.